Hey, I'm Ray Fernbach, the Design and Marketing Coordinator with Inspire Marketing Services, and in this video I'm going over a really neat custom kit. So we received this kit, I think one of our salespeople received it. So first things first, came in a sort of a U-line, brown U-line box with typical brown wrapping, stuffing paper, and which is totally fine. Just to kind of preserve everything that's going on here, because essentially, obviously you can't feel it, but it's got a really nice soft touch. Kind of first things first, going over through some of these design moments that I like to kind of go over. The name in the back, no kind of name in the front, and then this stuff, pertinent information on the bottom, which might be glossed over if it was received, you know, right side up. If you were flip it over, you wouldn't notice that. So experiencing the kit itself, I'll bring this guy down here. So it's a really nice, got a magnetic clasp here. You can kind of see the little dimples right there. There's magnets built in here so that it has a nice little satisfying lock right in that, and it keeps everything nice and clean and rectilinear. The custom USBs, I'll go a little bit into them. So the kit, in terms of the kit itself, beautiful kind of moment up here, kind of going over all of the clientele that they have. Great touch. And then a versatile little business card slip, which has many different business cards within this for each of their salesmen, right? Great touch. You can take this out and use many different business cards, or different business cards for different salespeople, so on and so forth. So you're not spending a ton of money making this personalized. You're keeping it versatile and custom all at that same time, right? Next thing I've noticed, obviously they glue in kind of this insert to keep everything kind of framed in really nicely. This is awesome. It's got a really nice sturdy foam that is typically done overseas, and can be done, this is probably, all told, probably a $20 to $50 kit, or excuse me, a $30 to $50 kit, just because of kind of all of this customization, the soft touch, edge to edge printing, so on and so forth, front and back, you know, this stuff, everything. And then you throw in sort of this molding, really neat. So I mean, kind of going into what's the point? Why would you spend $50 on a kit? Well, what's the lifetime value of any one given prospect? If this blows us over, and we've done business with them in the past, I believe, you know, $50 is a drop in the bucket to them, right? So the kit is awesome. The only thing I would maybe reconsider is this. Because all of this kind of contact information is really kind of getting lost in the sauce, right? Being on the bottom. Some of that stuff could be living here, or put a logo here and logo here, and then all of that sort of secondary social media stuff is over here on this edge, and then some more granular contact information, address, things of that nature on on this side. So. Obviously nothing there. So a lot of potential. I mean, it's still a great piece, not taking anything away from it. In terms of the USBs, really top of the line sort of examples. I'll kind of see if we can kind of dig in a little bit here. A Fiat USB acts as a really neat, satisfying car type device, right? And then another one I'll just point out, this Adidas shoe, kind of custom molded all the way across. This is kind of a generic thing, even though it does have the stripe. Some of the vendors will take sort of a shoe and then tweak it, right? Especially if it's overseas, so they'll have a mold for a shoe, or a CAD design for a shoe, and particularly for things like USBs, right? And then they'll just tweak it, right, for the Adidas 3 stripes, and then the imprint here on the bottom sole, and then on underneath. So a really nice couple pieces. Some of the stuff here, this is a really nice piece, although some of this stuff, the USB that kind of flips out, this can kind of get broken, and literally the worst thing you want to have happen is a USB, your brand, to be associated with a catastrophe of breaking your client's computer. So I'm always kind of wary of that. Some of the other things here, but this is kind of nice, it fits obviously in a wallet. Some of the other things here, this is kind of one of the other pieces that I liked, a hot sauce USB thing. So some of the things are just whatever. It's just a typical USB, but a really nice kit, all told. Kind of hits home. Obviously, you see all the clientele, and then it's kind of hinted back into the actual projects, right? So some of the, especially promotional product vendors, they'll just do spec jobs, right? They'll say Pepsi. We did a Pepsi. They'll show a picture or give an example of a Pepsi USB, for instance, even though that have no business relationship with Pepsi, right? It's nice to see some of the product here being reflected here, so that's a great move. So all told, that's kind of that. So if I missed anything, let me know. It'd mean the world to me if you just subscribe to the video, subscribe to the channel, or like the video, or let me know what you didn't like or what you did like in the comment section below, and thanks.